Hey guys, let's check out Planet Hollywood on the Las Vegas Strip. So this is pretty much the center of the strip, or at least very close to the center of the strip. So if you're coming to Vegas for the first time, want to stay where everything is going on, this is probably be your best bet. We're gonna go through the Miracle Mile shops first. It's all attached to the Planet Hollywood Casino. And it's a mall with, you know, fairly ordinary American stores. But up here front is the Tipsy Robot, which is a bar where robots will pour you a drink. So if you order a drink from one of the kiosks, then the robots up here will pull a glass and fill it with ice, and then use the various alcohol up at the top to make it, and they can shake it and all that stuff too. So I mean, it's got a novelty for it for sure, but you're gonna see a robot make a drink, there's your shot. I used to come here fairly often. They had a restaurant where all the lunch items were $4.99, and it was like normal size plates and everything. Then it went to $5.99, and then it closed. So it's no longer here. And also, it was free parking, but they changed that, and now there's no free parking here whatsoever. So if you park, you're gonna pay like $20-ish. It's one of the few places on the strip that has no exceptions for people that live in Las Vegas. It's just like, we're gonna charge everybody. So if there's a $20 buy-in, you tend to skip places that you might otherwise go. But okay, but anyway, so we're gonna check out the mall. We're not gonna focus on the bad stuff. I was just telling you that I have been here quite a bit. They've done a few remodels lately. This used to be a hotel called the Aladdin. So there are still remnants of the theming, very Arabian theming, I guess. But a lot of that has been taken out and made sort of more generic. But like you can see, this archway here still has the characteristics of a themed property. But then like the next area here has been totally just generic, mollified. Got some various touristy stores, makeup stores, clothing stores. Get your souvenir crystals and your sunglasses. And it sounds like they might be doing a show right now. I know they added a little show up here at times, and it is right on the hour right now. So it sounds like it might be going on just around the corner where the buildings are getting projections on them that of fire and water, looks like. And then over here is the Showgirl Bar with this giant, I don't think, she doesn't really look more like a showgirl. She looks more like a, you know, girl that works. And then, see, you have a little shrink over here. It's been closed for ever and a day, so I'm surprised it's actually open. I don't think I've seen it open in years. And then here's the La Salsa Cantina. The breakfast is $6.99 and a 99-cent Bloody Mary. Curiously, it was cheaper than that, and then it went to $10. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that, and I guess that was too expensive, if you can believe that. And so it went down to $6.99. So if you want like a little breakfast on the strip, started to beat $7. It looks like the Billabong store has gone out of business. But yeah, if you see up there, there's still very much remnants of a Middle Eastern vibe, but they've, you know, changed bits and pieces here and there. It's a tattoo parlor. Doesn't look like anybody's getting a tattoo right now. And this area has definitely been mall homogenized rather than the theme of Aladdin. But I like a good cheesy theme, so I'd prefer themes, but you know, at least they spent some money and refreshed it a bit. But even up there you can see the painted it black, so it looks a little less themed. But over here is a fish spa, so you can sit there and the fish will eat your foot skin. So if you want to get your feet nibbled on, you can get a foot. I don't know whether it's not called a pedicure, but. And then over here is the V Theater. Oh, I guess it's that back there was the V Theater. Sorry, this is the Saxe Theater. The V Theater was under that show And then this is the Saxe Theater. So they have shows here, like mid-tier shows for the most part. I mean, it's nothing terrible, but it's also nothing that probably if you're a tourist, you're gonna spend your few days here going to see a show there. So, but you know, there are some that are okay, like Vegas the show is okay. It's a variety show, and I saw it, you know, quite a while ago. You need some cookies. And then there are these places in the middle that give massages. Like just on that chair, you can sit there for 10 to 60 minutes and get a massage. I guess while your rest of your party's just in the mall shopping or, you know, doing their thing. And then this store called the Crazy Shirts, they use weird things to dye their shirts. So they might have a shirt that's dyed with coffee or a shirt that's dyed with blue curacao liquor. That used to be their big claim to fame. I don't know if they still do that or if they've gotten just more plain, but I had a few of those shirts way back when. And then this is a little show where it used to rain from the ceiling out of those things up there into this little coin pond, but I think it's broken. And then this restaurant straight ahead was the one that I was mentioning earlier, that was the $4.99 and then $5.99, but now it's closed, so maybe something else will come there. Then down here is a Brazilian steakhouse. That's where you just get meat and more meat, basically. They come around with meat on swords almost, and then they carve it off onto your plate as you sit there. So see, she's got one. She's got 3 skewers right now. She's carving it off of those people. And then there's a Korean barbecue restaurant down here. And that's where you cook it yourself on your little tray table pot of broth and also grill. So if you want to come to Vegas and do all the work to cook your own food, you're all set. I'm ornery today. So yeah, I like all this themed architecture stuff. There was a bar here not too long ago, but now it's gone too. You know, I think it's like any mall. Some of them do really well and some of them have some struggles. I can't think that paid parking helps it. I mean, location-wise, on the Strip, it's about as good as you could possibly get. Though I think that new Boulevard Mall is going to do some business because it's sitting on the actual Strip. And this one's all within hallways in here. They could both coexist, though, easily. But there are quite a few empty spaces, which is never a good sign in the mall. And then this area is new. This little food court area. The last time I walked through here, it was still, some of the restaurants were open and some were still being constructed. So there's Dave's Hot Chicken. Let's see what the prices are. I know Dave's Hot Chicken is not the cheapest place to begin with, so I'm not quite sure how much of a premium. So you can get 4 mini chicken sandwiches and fries for $12.47. Of course, 2 chicken tenders with fries for $13.97 doesn't seem like anything very bargainy. There's a Chipotle. That's been there for a while. But the rest of the stuff, here's new, Herb's Burgers is still coming. And there's a pizza shop over here. And a bunch of pizzas that they warm up if you order one. Some tacos. You get chips and salsa for $4.99 and tacos for $3.99. So if you just want a quick little bite. And then there are some more shops this way, the front of the mall, heading back towards the Strip. The ABC stores, they're a chain of stores in Hawaii. And they have a few locations in Las Vegas. They have, like snacks and alcohol and also various Hawaii food items. If you need like a Hawaiian cookie or something like that when you're here. They call Vegas the ninth island because there's a lot of Hawaiian people like to come to Vegas to vacation, and then there's also some Hawaiian people that live here that moved from Hawaii to Las Vegas. There's no gambling in Hawaii, so it's a flight over and get out some of your vices. I like this wall decoration with the bubbles. The divers. Those divers not having a lot of bubbles in their place. And then if you head out that way, that is the Las Vegas Boulevard. The Strip, in other words. There's a Chick-fil-A out there, a pizza place. Some McDonald's, Taco Bell. Then over here is the casino itself. The sports book. And a bar area, looks like. Not sure if they got food too, but there's definitely drinks. They have drinks everywhere. I don't think you can find too many places that don't have drinks inside a casino, at least. So, Mexican grill. One of the group games where they're playing with an actual, well, there's an actual machine spinning. There's no human up there, but they're all real betting on real balls, spinning in a roulette machine. And then over here is BF Chang's. And you can sit outside on the strip out there, I'm pretty sure, when you're eating here at BF Chang's. I know I've had dinner or lunch or something here before. Just been quite a while. So, but yeah, no, there's seating out there in the breeze. And then this is the main casino area. Then here's a Gordon Ramsay burger. I did a video about Gordon Ramsay burger, so if you want to watch that, you can find it on this channel. I think this firewall is cool. And that takes you out to the strip again. These machines you can gamble sort of by yourself in your little booth, sort of. Down there is where the buffet used to be. So the buffet is long gone. I'm not sure if they're working on the escalator for something else, but it hasn't been back since 2020. Get a Starbucks. And then here's the coffee shop, restaurant, Cafe Hollywood. They don't list prices on the menu at the door. That's always interesting. Those almost look like giant tassels made out of crystals. Hotel lobby, and looks like a little store to buy some snacks and such. Here's the car drop-off pickup area and Valet. It's a cool looking bar area over here. The glass bar is what the name on the sign says. I think it's fairly new. I can't recall seeing it before, but things change so much. So let's head outside, see what's on the strip itself. So yeah, this is the Las Vegas Boulevard down there with cars on it. And so it's the sidewalk that everybody uses to get to where they want to go if you're walking this part of the strip. So over here, there's the Chick-fil-A I mentioned before. And then over there is the Rosa Mexicano. You can sit outside. So that's the same restaurant that inside I said I like the little divers going through the blue wall that was bubbles going in. So that's the same restaurant. This says there's a patio happy hour all day, every day, starting at $7. So if you're gonna come get happy hour, sit outside. Today would be a great day for that. It's like cool and not too hot. There's a little moisture in the air. It's a rare thing for Vegas. And then that's pretty much it for Planet Hollywood on the Las Vegas Strip. If you liked the video, go ahead and give a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it'd be great if you did. And as always, I'll be back before long. Thanks for watching. Bye.